look smarter now? Let me see. Come on, let me see. Let me see.
It's on. We're live.
No, you're not.
We're live. It's too late.
It's too late. We're alive.
It's too late.
I think we probably should have said that 75 years ago.
It's too late. We're alive. Here, this is what you look like.
Oh, turn it back to you, please.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we're late.
No, we're not really sorry. We can't help it.
So we regret if you're sorry we're late.
We regret that we're late, but we can't really do anything about it because then you have to put on 10 layers of clothes, and I have to go out and squeegee the whole car and everything before we get started and carry out a bunch of bags and stuff. While Lon sits in his office trying to figure out what he's going to say to you.
That's right. And here we are, once again from the Sprouts Farmers Market. Farm fresh produce, natural foods, all sorts of stuff. Bean sprouts. We haven't had bean sprouts.
We got some from the co-op today.
Oh, did we really?
Because they had, funny you should say, because they had Napa cabbage on sale, and if there's Napa cabbage on sale, I
can't resist it.
I can't resist it. So I have to get bean sprouts to eat with it to make a stir fry with tofu and brown rice and lots of other veggies, mushrooms. Anyway,
we're here, and Constance, I'm sure has something wise that she wants to share.
After Sunday, I thought I didn't want to babble much today, but then
Oh well,
I've already given that idea up.
Well, anyway, here we go.
Ron has something, a fun show today. Why don't you talk about it first? Are you aimed at you?
No, I'm aimed at you.
Well, aim at you and talk for a minute.
Okay.
Just what you're going to talk about, so they don't just hang up before I get through babbling.
Well, anyway, there are 16 court cards in the tarot, and each of those court cards represent two main elemental qualities. There's the elemental quality that goes with the suit, like wands, cups, swords, and discs, fire, water, air, earth. And there are sub-elemental suits, qualities that go with the court cards. Kings, queens, princes, and princesses. Or knights, queen, prince, princess, or king, queen, prince, page, whatever deck you're using. So it'd be like fire, a fire, water, a fire, earth, a fire, etc. So there's 16 kind of sub-elemental things. And there just happens to be 16 I Ching hexagrams of the 64 that go with the same elemental mix. But there's also 16 Myers-Briggs psychological personality traits that are generally the same sub-elemental mix. And I want to talk about that today. So if you know what your birthday card is, because everybody's got everybody was born in a year of...
Wow, I thought you were going to do a short explanation.
So you may not have realized this, but every one of us have one of 12 of those cards as our birthday card. We were born in the 30-degree period, and of course those 12 court cards are 30 degrees, 20 degrees of one side to 20 degrees of another. Yes, dear, you asked me to say.
I didn't ask you to give the whole thing first.
I'm going to talk about your Myers-Briggs personality trait.
I'm multidimensional. You can't pigeonhole me into one Myers-Briggs category. I'm sorry. I refuse.
Constance is a Knight of Cups.
Well, yes, but that's barely
so
taken to the rest of my astrological
as soon as she goes in there, we're going to pick her. We're going to pick her apart.
from Lon's perspective.
From Jung's perspective.
Oh,
Okay.
what does he know?
He's already incarnated as a
Possum.
Tibetan. I was just going to say that.
Well, and I can read your mind. How long we lived together?
Oh, I'm just an open book.
I don't even need a Myers-Briggs chart.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I going to talk about?
I don't know.
Oh, no, is it my turn?
Just it's
I've taken it over.
it's your turn.
I've been thinking.
Okay, that's it for today.
No,
Say goodbye,
well,
Gracie.
I'm gonna put things on multi levels, or really quickly. Some people say they have a spirit guide or a guardian angel, or they're guided by the Holy Spirit, or they have Jiminy Cricket on their shoulder representing their conscience. But what's the actual purpose of those things? And I'm going to give you an example. Well, first of all, I think it is like a sieve of everything that happens to you, every input of your senses and your thoughts, especially about those things. It translates it for you.
Like in Pentecost?
Well, yeah,
It translates?
yes, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Spirit translates, but so does your guardian angel translate, and so does Jiminy Cricket translates whatever you see and whatever the input is, and so does your spirit guide. It translates the input to you, and you get once it's translated, you still have a choice of whether you want to listen to Jiminy Cricket or your spirit guide or the Holy Spirit or on how you're supposed to feel about this situation that you're in. So, and he translates it into, if it was the Holy Spirit, you'd say he translates it into unity with the big source, the universal purpose. And if it's your guardian angel, it translates it into uniting with what? Lon? Kether, or whatever you want to call it, way up there. The
Supernal triad.
And Jiminy Cricket, it's just your conscience, translate whatever. Or people will say translates to God or whatever. So, or Buddha nature, it translates it in. So it's a perspective of your Buddha nature. It's a perspective of God. It's a perspective of all those things. That it translates it to that, and you can listen to it or not. So I'm going to give an example. We drive down this street called Broadway, which used to be, I guess, OK Street. They constantly try to repair it. It has a nice big old theater on it and a bunch of things, but it's pretty ramshackle. And they are always repairing this street. I think they're really trying to fix it up, but we've been here, they just it's always digging. There's always a sign where they move the traffic, and people drive, once you get on it, even a block away from it. It's long street, yes. Broadway. There's phenomenon that happen. People cross your path when there's across.
They lose their minds on Broadway.
People walk on Broadway. There's homeless people, but there's people walk across it. They jaywalk hideously, stupidly. They bike crazy like that. They drive across your path. They cross double lines.
They cut you off.
They go through lights. It's absolutely. It's become comical with us. So today we kind of figured out what we actually do when we get here, and it's how because we decided to listen to our. We can't be frustrated by it because we have to get to Sprouts, and because we've actually started to almost enjoy the phenomenon of what's going to happen next. So we got close to it, and we got half a block away, and somebody crossed the bike. The bike crossed us right in front of us in the wrong direction, of course. And anyway, and we start saying, well, what's going to happen next? With actual anticipation.
Oh, and that was a good one.
That was a good one, Ms. Long said. That was a good one. So I think in your all week, rest into your Jiminy Cricket, your Buddha nature, your Holy Spirit, rest into that translate. Try to hook up to the translation and see everything, because a lot of crap's going to happen to you all week. Let's face it. It is not all going to. It's most of it's going to be like riding on Broadway. My whole week is always that way. Anyway, and so the only thing you can do is try to keep your cool, but do something for to help yourself and other people by simply saying, "Oh, well, that was a good one." What am I gonna, okay, maybe what do I have to learn from that, or just maybe how do I stay cool when that awful thing happens? So
start with something small, because the big stuff
the big stuff is the hardest.
Yes.
So you'll get plenty of practice on the small stuff, like the bicycles coming in front of you and everything. And well, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Anyway, that's all I have to say.
Well, that's very nice and timely.
And don't listen to a thing Lon says about my Myers-Briggs thing.
Ah, remember, she's the Knight of Cups. So is Jean-Paul.
Yes, I did that to him.
Okay.
I'm going now.
Okay, dear.
Have you turned it around?
No, not yet.
Well,
do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law.
Well, that's for the end of the show. Love is the law, love under will.
Okay. Well, I'm back. Yes. Thank you, dear. That was...
well, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Take it or leave it.
Yeah, all right. Let's see, where are all my... Here they are.
Here's the other one. I will help.
Thank you, dear. Okay. I'm all prepared today. Oh, yeah. I got lots of good junk.
Handouts.
Got handouts today. Okay. The Myers-Briggs. Oh, do you need anything else?
Blessings.
She's gesturing.
No, I'm not. Blessings.
Oh, she's blessing. It's a blessing. Okay. Like I say, the court cards in the tarot, which usually or conveniently represent personality types. So even in gypsy fortune telling kind of tarot readings, the Knight of Discs or the King of Discs is a breadwinner, a father figure that works hard and is laborious and responsible for the material foundation. Okay, they're personality types. And there's 12 of them. But they're not exactly 12 signs of the zodiac. Because the whole idea of the world of the elements is that the elements mix. Okay? They have to mix. They have to have other elements, traces of other elements inside them in order for them to be attractive enough, or attractors, okay, to be attractive enough to other elements so that they can bind in different combinations with other elements to create the infinite variety of manifested things. Okay, so fire is fire, and that's wonderful. But fire has no manifested reason unless it can manifest. And in order for fire to manifest, it needs fuel, it needs air, it needs perhaps it doesn't need water, but it certainly does need air, and it needs a certain amount of what we would say would be earth. You see what I'm getting at? So the 12 court cards, instead of representing your birthday, that is a zodiac sign, which has its own, firmly set attributes of its own. But the court card, the elements, go from 20 degrees of one sign to 20 degrees of the next. So like the Queen of Wands, an example is the Queen of Wands. Okay, the queens in the tarot, believe it or not, rule predominantly the cardinal signs of the zodiac. The queens, the princes rule predominantly the fixed signs of the zodiac. And the knights, or the kings, represent predominantly the cardinal sign, or the mutable signs of the zodiac. Now, that may sound counterintuitive, but it isn't, because it's the job of the elements to mix. So it puts the normally passive quality of the queen and assigns the cardinal signs, okay, but not the complete cardinal signs, just the first 20 degrees. The first 10 degrees of her decan is the zodiac, the last 10 degrees of the zodiac sign that precedes her. So you just back up, and each of the court cards adopts 10 degrees of a foreign element. And that is the character, that rich texture of personality type that the court cards represent. Now, Myers-Briggs, the Myers-Briggs personality type, which is sort of based on a Jungian thing, has personality types. Okay, and it's got 8 personality types, just like there's 8 trigrams in the I Ching. Extrovert, or extroversion, introvert, sensing, intuition, or intuitive, thinking, feeling, judging, and perceiving. Okay, and they're all identified by their initials. And here's how it would be. Now, maybe I even can get us an audio-visual thing here if I don't completely spill all of these things all over the place. The Knight of Swords. Okay, if you're a Knight of Swords, let's see here. I'm going to start off with the Knight of Cups, or the Knight of Wands. It's on this side. If you're a Knight of Wands, I should just start over tomorrow with this, because it's just all sort of clumsy. I'm trying to do my best for you. If you are a Knight of Wands, November 13th through December 12th, you would be an E extrovert, N. Let's see, what does the N stand for? Let's see. Well, I'm not sure. ENTJ. Okay. Thinking, judging, extrovert. Knight of Wands, frank, decisive, assume leadership readily. Quickly see logical and inefficient procedures and policies. Develop and implement comprehensive systems to solve organized problems. Enjoy long-term planning and goal setting. Usually well-informed, well-read, enjoy expanding their knowledge and passing it on to others. Forceful in presenting their ideas. Okay, that's how the Myers-Briggs people. What is that N? Well, anyway, somebody out there is going to be able to tell us, I'm sure. Okay, the next one is Water of Fire, and it's INTJ. Introverted, thinking, judging. Fire of Water, Queen of Wands. Have original minds and great drive for implementing their ideas and achieving their goals. Quickly see patterns in external events and develop long-range explanatory perspectives. When committed, organize a job and carry it through. Skeptical and independent, have high standards of competence and performance, both for themselves and for others. Now, if you're a Prince of Wands, and let's see, the Prince of Wands would be April 11th through May 10th. No. Prince of Wands would be July 12th through August 11th. Prince of Wands. Seek to develop logical explanations for everything that interests them, theoretical and abstract. Interested more in ideas than in social interaction. Quiet, contained, flexible, and adaptable. Have the usual ability to focus in depth to solve problems in their area of interest. Skeptical, sometimes critical, always analytical. Excuse me. That's what they had for the Princess of Wands. I told you I should just start this one over again. This is the Prince of Wands. And the Prince of Wands is at July 12th through August 11th. My apologies to all you Princes of Wands. Here's what you are. Extroverted and thinking, perceptive. Quick, ingenious, stimulating, alert, and outspoken. Resourceful in solving new and challenging problems. Adept at generating conceptual possibilities and then analyzing them strategically. Good at reading other people. Bored by routine. Will seldom do the same thing in the same way. Apt to turn to one new interest after another. There's your Prince of Wands. Okay, now, there's a Princess of Wands, okay, and she's got a I Ching hexagram that goes with her, so she'd be the Earth of Fire. But the Myers-Briggs, okay, has character qualities that go with that. Princess would be an INTP, Earth of Fire, but the Earth of Fire doesn't have a court card The princesses, here's how we should say it. The princesses do not rule 30-degree periods of the zodiac. The princesses are hooked up, melded, if you will, to the aces, and they don't rule time periods of the zodiac. The princesses are the thrones of the aces and rule what we would say would be, instead of spaces of time, spaces of space. If you had a helicopter over the North Pole and split the world into 4 quadrants, the Ace of Wands would be Asia, and the Ace and Princess of Wands would be Asia, mostly that area. And the Ace of Cups and the Princess of Cups would rule mostly the area of the Pacific. And the Ace of Swords and the Princess of Swords would rule mostly the Americas, North and South. And the Ace of Discs and the Princess of Discs would rule the area of Europe and Africa. So what we're seeing is the dynamics of the court cards trying to incorporate both space and time, because those quadrants are constantly turning like that within the mechanism of the sun's rotation, or the sun's our revolution around the sun. So that's a spatial thing, and the court cards, kings, queens, and princes, are a time thing. That's my pitiful thing. If you are a Knight of Cups, like Constance is, let's see here if I can, that would be February 9th through March 10th. Knight of Cups. An ENFJ, water of fire. Warm, empathetic, responsive, and responsible. Highly attuned to the emotions, needs, and motivations of others. And she says she's not that. Find potential in everyone. Want to help others fulfill their potential. May act as catalysts for individual and group growth. Duh. Loyal, responsive to praise and criticism. Sociable, facilitate others in a group, and provide inspiring leadership. That's both my son and my wife, Constance. Okay. Queen of Cups. This is me. I'm a Queen of Cups. June 11th to July 11th. Queen of Cups. INFJ. Introverted numbnuts. Whatever. Water of water. Queen of Cups. Seek meaning and connection in ideas, relationships, and material possessions. Want to understand what motivates people and are insightful about others. Conscientious and committed to their firm values. Develop a clear vision about how best to serve the common good. Organized and decisive in implementing their vision. That's the Queen of Cups. The Prince of Cups, then, would be an ENFP. heir of water, Prince of Cups. And the Prince of Cups, let's see, Prince of Cups, let's see, October 13th through November 12th. Warmly enthusiastic and imaginative. See life as full of possibilities. Make connection between events and information very quickly and confidently proceed based on the patterns they see. Want a lot of affirmation from others and readily give appreciation and support. Spontaneous and flexible. Often rely on their ability to improvise and their verbal fluency. Wow, Prince of Cups. And the Princess of Cups is not anybody's birthday. So now we move on to the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is May 11th through June 10th. An ESTJ. Practical, realistic, matter of fact. Decisive, quickly move to implement decisions, organize projects, and get people to get things done. Focus on getting results in the most efficient way possible. Take care of routine details. Have a clear set of logical standards. Systematically follow them and want others to also. Forceful in implementing their plans. There you are, Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. Now, I don't know how many people I dearly love who are Queen of Swords. Let's see, Queen of Swords, September 12th through October 12th. So, even Thalassa, dear Thalassa, is the Queen of Swords, if I recall the birthday cake I saw once. An ISTJ. Quiet, serious. Earn success by being thorough and dependable. Well, there you go. Practical, matter-of-fact, realistic, and responsible. Decide logically what should be done and work toward it steadily, regardless of distractions. Take pleasure in making everything orderly and organized. Their work, their home, their life. And they value traditions and loyalty. Wow. I don't know if you're watching Thalassa, but wow. You embody those virtues big time. Okay, Prince of Swords. If you are a Prince of Swords, you are January 10th through January 19th. You're an ESTP, heir of air. Flexible and tolerant. You take a pragmatic approach focused on immediate results. You're bored by theories and conceptual explanations. Want to act energetically to solve the problem. Focus on the here and now. Spontaneous. Enjoy each moment. They can be active with others. Enjoy material comforts and style. Learn best through doing. Now, if you've read the Prince of Swords description in Crowley's Book of Thoth, boy, that one's right on. Princess of Swords is nobody's birthday. Knight of Discs. Let's see, Knight of Discs. August 12th through September 11th, if you are a Knight of Discs. You're an ESFJ, fire of earth. Warm-hearted, conscientious, and cooperative. You want harmony in their environment. Work with determination to establish it. Like to work with others to complete tasks accurately and on time. Loyal. Follow through even in small matters. Notice what others need in their day-to-day lives and try to provide it. Want to be appreciated for who they are and for what they contribute. Knight of Discs, cool guy. And the Queen of Discs. Queen of Discs is December 13th through January 9th. You're an ISFJ, water of earth. Quiet, friendly, responsible, and conscientious. Committed and steady in meeting their obligations through painstaking and accurate. Loyal, considerate. You notice and remember specifics about people who are important to them. Concerned with how others feel. Strive to create an orderly and harmonious environment at work and at home. And one of my favorite of the Thoth Tarot decks. Okay. And finally, the Prince of Discs. And the Prince of Discs, April 11th through May 10th. An ISFP, Earth of Earth. Excuse me. An ESFP, Air of Earth. Outgoing, friendly, and accepting. Exuberant lovers of life, people, and material comforts. Enjoy working with others to make things happen. Bring common sense and a realistic approach to their work, and make work fun, flexible, and spontaneous. Adapt readily to new people and environments. Learn best by trying a new skill with other people. Okay, so there is the Myers-Briggs birthday card slash court card. Myers-Briggs. Now each of those also have a I Ching hexagram to go with it. So I'm going to, if you're a Knight of Wands, it's number 51, the arousing or the shock. If you're a Queen of Wands, it's number 17, following. If you're a Prince of Wands, it's number 42, increase. If you're a Knight of Cups, it's number 54, the marrying maiden. If you're the Queen of Cups, like me, it's number 58, the joyous lake. If you're a Prince of Cups, it's number 61, inner truth. If you're a Knight of Swords, it's number 32, duration. If you're a Queen of Swords, it's number 28, preponderance of the great. If you're a Prince of Swords, it's 57, the gentle, the penetrating wind. If you're a Knight of Discs, you're number 62, preponderance of the small. If you're a Queen of Discs, it's number 31, influence or wooing. And if you're a Prince of Discs, you're number 53, development or gradual progress. Well, there it was, my scattered and chaotic talk about the Myers-Briggs personality traits vis-a-vis your court card tarot, and finally the I Ching. I hope if you didn't get anything actually practical about it, because there are alternate initials for those 8 Myers-Briggs personality traits, and I didn't, on the sheet that I was working off, I didn't have all the alternates, so I apologize for injecting that confusion into things. But I'm sure you can Google around and look that up, and I can find probably another sheet somewhere that straightens that out. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope that's been informal and informative. It certainly was informal. Until tomorrow, continue to be good to yourself, be good to each other. Do what thou wilt, shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law, love under